Hey, this is Matt once again. What about another video? There's another paid request, this time from Chaz. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any other type of videos or topics, reactions, commentaries, reviews, whatever, randomness, feel free to send them either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for an animated film that I'd never heard of that came around 2019, give or take, called To Your Last Death. And I thought, okay, what's this about? Now, it has 2D animation that's kind of like certain TV shows like Archer, among others. Let me put it this way. Imagine a graphic novel if it moves. So it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, the animation, but again, think of a moving comic book. That's what the animation looks like. I thought it was kind of interesting, made it a bit different. I did not watch much of Archer and those shows. I know of them. I've seen bits and pieces, but I haven't watched much of them. But I mean, it's made it seem a bit different, seem a bit unique. I will say though, I'm not sure if this works for a full-length film though. Maybe it's animation that's more, it's interesting, but more so for like maybe 20, 30 minutes. I don't know if for a full-length motion picture. But maybe if I got more into the film, I would be fine with it because at the end of the day, I thought this was disappointing. It was disappointing for where it led to. I absolutely hated the ending. I thought that a lot more, when I got the gist of the plot, I thought a lot more could have been done with this. A lot more of the Happy Death Day, Groundhog Day aspect could have been done. And you could have done a lot, especially with this animation. So you could do a lot more with the concept because the concept is number one, you got William Shatner doing the narration, which is cool, but you only hear that voice like 3 times throughout it. It's like William Shatner tried to do his best Rod Serling, considering Shatner was in Twilight Zone. I'm like, you got William Shatner that narrated. Let him narrate a lot. Let him the narration be a part of the subject. Let it be, I don't know, maybe the lead character starts hearing the narrator. Maybe the narrator is a figure even more powerful that we don't know yet. And unbeknownst to us, he's going to affect the game for the side of good. So William Shatner will be the ultimate badass. Because, long story short, our lead lady has been pulled into a family reunion with her 2 brothers, her sister. The 4 of them see their dad, voiced by Ray Wise, who was in Swamp Thing, the Wes Craven film, Jeepers Creepers 2, Digging Up the Marrow. He was a good actor. And he, like I said, he voices a father who is a war profiteer who had a tendency for higher aspects, presidency. These kids fucked it up. It's been many years later. He's dying of some tumor, something of that sort, and he wants revenge on the kids. So he's invited them to his building, where he splits them up and has them these saw-like contraptions. The rest die except the lead lady. She made it out. She's covered in blood. They put her into an asylum, and then this other lady, the game master, I think is her moniker. She's part of this group of figures that will oversee and make bets and can manipulate time, and says, okay, well, we're going to make a bet. We're going to send you back to the beginning and see what happens next. And okay, that could create some really interesting ideas of utilizing the Edge of Tomorrow, Groundhog Day, Happy Death Day, that type of repeat. But there's interesting ideas, but I didn't care for the direction they took it in. Like the game master said, okay, you know what? I'm going to give you 10 lives. And if you are able to save your siblings and kill your dad after these 10 lives, or before these 10 lives end, you win, you get to overcome, you get to succeed. And then you have this game master and her manipulation with these other guys, betting on them, watching them, and maybe in the back they're like, no matter what, she's not going to win. And then you have this other voice, William Shatner. We're wondering, what is this narrator voice? But then maybe the lead lady starts hearing William Shatner. And even the game master doesn't know what the hell's going on. Even though the lead girl is doing great and probably down to her last life, she's kicking ass, she's taking names. And then the game master's like, nope, too bad. And just gonna cheat. William Shatner's like, fuck that shit. I'm Captain Kirk. I'm gonna drop kick you in the face, game master lady. You don't know who the hell I am. And there's a reason why he's helping the lead lady. Says, fuck off, game master, kick his ass, lead lady. And then she does, saves her brothers, saves her sister, cuts Ray Wise's fucking head off. End the movie. William Shatner appears, kicks the game master's ass. You don't remember me? I told you not to fuck with me. You fucked with me before. You fucked with my lady or my wife or whatever. I'm more powerful than you. I told you didn't know who you were messing with. Fuck you, game master lady. Kicks her ass. Kicks the batter's ass. You have a William Shatner type animation kicking her ass while the lead lady's kicking Ray Wise and his men's ass on Earth. And so I'm imagining, like, for me, this much better film than what I got. Instead, what I got was she's in the asylum. The game master goes, okay, we're going to send you back. So she does. You did a flashback first of what led up to that, where the four of them are there. The Tanya Ray Wise. Ray Wise, he's mad at all four of you. He's mad at the lead because she's a peaceful protester as part of his committee that hated what he was doing with war profiteering. He hates this one kid because he's a rock star, death metal rock star guy. He hates this guy because he's gay, and he hates his one daughter because calls her a whore, and she's a girl that used to self-cut herself. And then he had put the three siblings into these contraptions. One choked the life out of one guy. One was tied down and pretty much got his head cut off by a chainsaw. And one, some device that cut her head off. The lead lady, Bill Moseley, who's in a nothing role. This is a role anybody could have played, who has like 5 lines of dialogue, as one of the like butlers for Ray Wise, is ready to push the girl down the elevator. The lead girl pushes Bill Moseley down the elevator, gets out, bloodied up, arrested, boom, asylum, hospital. Maybe that's the best way to put it, a hospital. Game master goes, okay, I can interfere to make the game interesting. I can replay it. The others to replay it. All outcomes are possible, which is the first warning. So then, boom, back to the lobby of that building before. This time she tries to warn them, tell them what's going on. This time she does get pushed to the elevator, but she's able to get out of it from the spinning blades. The other 3 are on these saw type traps. The lead girl is that much of a fighter. She's that much of kicking ass. Even the watchers with the game master watching the game, even they're going, boring. Come on. I'm like, I don't blame them. Lead bitch is not doing anything. The sister gets killed again. And then game master's like, nah, let's change that. Goes back. So now the bad guys aren't there. And the lead girl goes in and rescues the sister. And then they rescue the second and the third. Now, again, there's some interesting ideas. Like the one guy whose neck is suffocating. He's in the jigsaw type of trap. In this instance, he's got to solve math problems. And the quicker he does, the quicker this thing will loosen up and let him breathe again. That's an interesting idea. Then the animation made it a bit different. It could be rather gory. I don't really have an issue with the voice acting. I don't think the voice acting's that bad. But they save that guy. It's the four of them. They try to talk to each other, try to get to know each other yet again after all this time. They take a needle with an air bubble, kill one guy, stab him in the neck. Her sister kills another. They get to Ray Wise. They kill him. And then the batters go, spoilers, the batters with the Game Master goes, well, this was anticlimactic, this ending. And the Game Master's like, yes, we cannot have this. So then she goes back again and changes things and makes the siblings, manipulates the siblings into turning on the lead girl. So the lead girl has to kill her siblings in self-defense. One gets electrocuted, one gets stabbed, one gets his arms cut off by a chainsaw. Because of this easy manipulation, now the three are so stupid they believe Ray Wise, who's this piece of shit, and they believe that this girl is a crazy nutcase and have turned the three siblings onto the lead girl. So after having to kill her siblings in self-defense, gets to the roof, cuts Ray Wise's head off, comes out of the building, the cops arrest her. Yeah, William Shatner come back to narrate, sometimes it's better to bury the hatchet. And then you have the Game Master talking with the people, yeah, haha, yay, we won. Okay, who really won? Oh yeah, you won the bet. So you get a bleak, lame third act, which especially ruined the story and the potentials the story had. Again, that what I said before, hey, maybe I'm the only one that thinks it's better. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm like, no wonder no one's ever heard of this fucking film. I think it had potential to be interesting. I think it had potential, but then the story, it doesn't play much with its Groundhog Day type of scenario to repeat the events over and over again. Again, Happy Death Day and the sequel were better movies than this. Groundhog Day's a better movie. Edge of Tomorrow's a better movie. The TV show Daybreak with Taye Diggs, plenty of other films that have dealt with that scenario, worked with it better than this. It's weird. I mean, it's weird for an animation to say it's a cheap, because you may not like the 2D animation. Again, I can't really blame you. This type of graphic novel, but moving type of aesthetic, like I said, maybe if I really got into the story, the plot, the predicaments, the action, I could be fine with it. But when I'm not, when you're watching this for 90 minutes, it's like, okay, this animation, I'm not used to seeing it, but I'm not sure if it works for this running time. Maybe 20, 30-minute TV show, perhaps. William Shatner, you don't use him that much for the narration. I think he pops up like 3 times. And who is he? He's just a narrator. You think that maybe there's be something a little bit more special? No. Is he the Watcher from Marvel? And most of it takes place in one building, hiding around in cubicles, or hiding in this cubicle, hiding in that cubicle. And you think with the scenario, it'd be a lot of alternate deaths, and oh, if you turn left, you get this death. If you turn right, you'll be fine. Kind of like a video game. Boss Level, I saw that this year, and that did that much better. That was a fun movie. I have little nitpicks here and there with it, but Boss Level was a decent film. Better than this. So, and with animation, you're able to do a lot more scenarios, a lot more with that concept, and they didn't. They flat out didn't, and I think they wasted it. I mean, even the title, To Your Last Death, that makes it seem as if the lead girl's going to get killed over and over again until her last death, or possible death, and then she's going to win and succeed, and then they're going to be cheating bitches, and, you know, she turn the tables on them. It's not what I prefer. If people prefer this, that's cool. It's not for me. And sorry to Chaz. I think he said in the comment he was a big fan of the film. That's cool. I thought it sucked. I think the story got ruined, especially in the third act. I thought a lot more could have been happening, action-wise, Groundhog style-wise. Just, well, when I say Groundhog, I mean Groundhog Day, the film with Bill Murray. You know, the whole scenario where you live in it, you repeat the same day or the same time, the same motif over and over and over again. Which is a concept that does usually fascinate me. Even an episode of the X-Files called Monday, I mentioned Groundhog Day, Boss Level, Edge of Tomorrow, this TV show Daybreak, underrated TV show, only lasted one season. And there's been others as well. So Sally was not a fan of the film. So with that said, thanks for watching, take care, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.